students, staff, family, and esteemed guests. Before I begin, I would like to first give thanks to my supportive family and to the man above for giving me this opportunity to address you tonight. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs 3:5-6. My name is Earl Baua, and I've been given the privilege of being this year's college captain. Starting at year 9, I can guarantee that nobody here, myself included, would have expected that shy, tiny year 9 to be standing before you tonight. Yet here we are. I stand up on the stage 5 years later as a year 13 and still a tiny Filipino kid. Tonight we celebrate the successes of our college and the graduation of these men behind me. In my short speech, I'd like to firstly reflect on the past year and then pass on a message to the young St. Thomas men in this room. I would also like to take this opportunity to say thank you to a number of people. So, 2017 has been a huge year for our student leadership team. At the start of the year, we organized the Shave for a Cure group, and 34 bold heads later, we had $8,000 for the Leukemia and Blood Cancer Foundation. Later in the year, a joint Mufti Day with the other Christchurch high schools raised over $14,000 for the Westpac Helicopter Trust. Then, Term 3 came out of nowhere, and 4 of us Year 13s put together what was the biggest school bowl in St. Thomas history, with over 320 attending. At the end of Term 3, I was also very proud to see the first Filipino performance at Variety Concert, which raised $3,500 for Maddie Collins and her treatment. This is just a glimpse of the eventful past year, and I'm proud to say that in our 5 to 7 years at this college, we have created our legacy. To the students and future leaders of our college, this evening I want to share parting words of advice on how that shy little year 9 became the first Filipino college captain at St. Thomas's. Firstly, step out of your comfort zone. Give everything a go. Meet new people. Strike up a random conversation. Learn to be uncomfortable. Especially to my young and shy Filipino brothers out there. Kaya mo yan. I challenge all of you next year to get to know everyone around you. Ditch the high school concept of cliques and squads and make an effort to get along with everyone. You are stuck with them until you graduate. Take risks and don't waste any of your time as a youngster, because I can tell you now, as an old age 17-year-old, you want to be up here graduating without any regrets. The second thing is to try and be optimistic. When we get hit with our first world problems, we become blind to the positives. Yes, optimism isn't easy, but I always tell myself, at least I have food on the table, water to drink, and a roof over my head. 775 million people in the world do not have access to education, and 124 million children are set to follow. Instead of focusing on the negatives, I ask you to look at what you are so blessed to have. Be thankful that you have access to education. Be thankful that you wake up in the second most peaceful country in the world. Be thankful that you have the basic human rights to have life, liberty, and security of person. Continue being thankful for the little things, and your problems will become minor. My last piece of advice comes from a quote. Do not make your goal to be the best. Best is a label. It's something someone else decides for you. Better is more personal. As I wrote this speech, I looked at previous head boy speeches and thought to myself, how am I supposed to prepare anything as good as these guys? But it became so much easier when I realized I'm not Luke Payne. I'm no Tana Luke. I'm no Tavia Fully. And it goes without saying, I've learned so much from these leaders. But instead of trying to copy them, I should just let Earl Baua speak. Men, a bit of competition isn't always a bad thing, but learn to focus on the competition with yourselves rather than others. To the staff, coaches, and mentors, none of these men would be graduating tonight if it wasn't for your dedication to our success. You work hard to get us over the line, even when we lack the motivation to do so. And for that, we thank you. I would especially like to acknowledge Miss O'Neill. For the 15 years you have served at St. Thomas's, us as a student body cannot thank you enough. Finally, I would like to acknowledge the many mentors I have had in my time in college. To Mr. Mills and Ed, the Bowlers want to thank you for your coaching on and off the court. To Mr. Almatangi and Ms. Smith, for the support every morning in every form class for the last 5 years, thank you. Lastly, to Mr. Reddy, your commitment to every student in the graphics department including myself, does not go unnoticed, so thank you. To the class of 2017, you have done exceptional to make it this far. As we all move on, I wish you the very best in your future and hope that you continue to inspire opportunity. Remember to stay true to yourselves as St. Thomas men and yourselves as individuals. Like the famous rapper J. Cole once said, take it from a man that loves what you got. Baby girl, you're a star, don't let him tell you you're not. Even if we're scattered to different cities, keep in touch, and I'm sure I'll see all of you at Redlands round 5. So what does it really mean to wear this crest? A mentor once told me that being a St. Thomas man is simply leave a place better than you found it. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you a stage full of young men who have certainly done that. I'd like to leave you with a quote by Ernest Hemingway. There is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow man. True nobility is being superior to yourself. Congratulations, class of 2017, and to the student body, it's been an honor to lead and represent you this year. Thank you, God bless.